Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of the SWUS. NBA Saturday, and straight up, it's not the greatest NBA night. In fact, I'm passing on 2 of the 3 games. It's a college basketball day, honestly, this Saturday. It's a loaded day for college basketball. I am going to go through the first game because I do have a bet in it, but as a whole, most of my attention is going to be on college basketball. As far as Friday night, I broke even again. I went 3-3 the first night back from the All-Star break. Went 2-2 last night. So honestly, I'll take it. I'm not betting the NBA heavy at all right now. I probably won't for at least another few days till we get some more patterns rolling here. But yeah, 3 games. Let's take a look.
Welcome to the SWUS. The SWUS. SWUS. Hey, get the SWUS.
First up, Orlando's on the road in Detroit. Pistons catching 7 points at home. The total sitting at 226. Let's take a quick look at the spreadsheet, and according to the model, we should see a 5-point Orlando win. Final score 116-111 Magic. Injuries on the Orlando Magic side. Just Markelle Fultz. Markelle Fultz has been ruled out. Other than that, Magic should be at full strength here. On the Detroit Pistons side, Isaiah Stewart obviously out. He's suspended. But good news. Quentin Grimes, probable. He's listed as probable. Looks like he's finally going to return. Well, actually, I shouldn't even say return. He's finally going to make his Pistons debut. He's been out since the last time he played. He was a New York Knicks. So looks like Grimes is going to make his debut with the team. Before we get into this one, we need to mention that Orlando's on the first leg of a back-to-back. They have this game in Detroit, and then they immediately fly all the way down to Atlanta. And honestly, the Hawks game is more important. Not only is it a division rivalry, but the Hawks and Magic are both currently sitting in play-in spots in the Eastern Conference. So, Pistons are in the conference, they're in the East, so I'm not saying this game is meaningless for the Magic, but I'm saying if Orlando had to choose between this game or tomorrow's game, which one they would rather win, it would definitely be the road game in Atlanta. Betting trends on the Orlando side are looking pretty good. The Magic have been covering the number. 9-2 against the spread in their last 11 overall. 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 on the road. On the Detroit Pistons side, 12-5 against the spread in their last 17, but it's now 3 losses in a row against the number. 0-3 against the spread in their last 3. They are, however, 7-2 against the spread in their last 9 at home. So let's match these 2 teams up on the court. We'll start with the Magic offense. And I actually have a positive angle for the Pistons defense here. So Orlando's used to getting plenty of second chance opportunities because they normally have the edge on the offensive glass. Not in this one. In the last 10 games, the Detroit Pistons are actually first in defensive rebounding rate. But if you look down at the free throw rate, a little bit concerning here. Orlando should get plenty of trips to the foul line. 10th in the last 10 games compared to 28th for the Pistons defense. Also, some more bad news for the Pistons defense. Look at the matchup at the basket here. In the last 10 games, 36% of the Orlando Magic shot attempts have come at the rim. That's the second most in the NBA. Look at Detroit's defensive numbers down there. In the same time span, last 10 games, 24th and 27th. Overall, though, on this side of the court, it might not be that easy of a matchup for the Magic. They should be able to get buckets down low at the rim, but look at the outside shooting numbers in the last 10. Orlando taking just 35% of their shot attempts from 3. That's not a lot in today's NBA. And Detroit's actually defended the perimeter well. So, yeah, Orlando definitely has the favorable matchup down low at the rim. But overall, I wouldn't say this is a complete mismatch between the Magic offense and the Pistons defense. When we flip it over to the other side of the court, we kind of have a similar matchup. Detroit, also a team that doesn't shoot many threes. 53% of the Pistons shot attempts in the last 10 games come from 12 feet or closer. And on paper, that's a great matchup. Orlando in the last 10, they're 29th and 30th in defensive efficiency at the rim and in the paint. But the thing is, look at the efficiency numbers for the Pistons offense. Sure, they're taking a lot of shots down low. They're not really making them. And as a whole, it's really tough to try and rely on the Pistons offense. Their only strength recently has been offensive rebounding. Probably not going to get many opportunities in that department against a Magic team that's really good on the defensive glass. Also, turnovers are probably going to be a real problem here for the Pistons. In the last 10 games, Orlando's second in forced turnover rate defensively. Detroit's 23rd offensively. We just saw this Magic team go on the road in Cleveland and rip 19 turnovers from the Cavs. So, yeah, it's tough sledding here for the Pistons. As far as betting this game, I really want to be in the Magic. I want to lay the points here. I like the way they match up against the Pistons. The problem is I hate the spot. This game against Detroit is sandwiched between the game in Cleveland, where they got a huge upset win over the Cavs, and then they got the game in Atlanta, a huge game against the Hawks tomorrow. So I just hate the spot for the Magic, but I did actually place a bet in this game. I took the under at 226. In the last 5 games, Orlando's dead last, 30th in pace. Plus, I like the matchup for both defenses. Shouldn't be much 3-point shooting in this game. I'm on the under. Give me the under. Next game, Boston on the road in New York. Knicks catching 7 points at home in the Mecca. Total sitting at 222.5. Let's take a quick look at the spreadsheet, and according to the model, we should see a 1-point Celtics win. Final score 114-113 Boston. Injury reports. We'll start with the Celtics, and we have nobody on the report as I'm recording this for Boston. On the New York side, nothing new. Same guys on here. OG Anunoby is still out. Julius Randle is still out. Mitchell Robinson obviously still out as well. Other than that, everyone else for the Knicks is good to go. As far as betting this game, I have zero interest in it. I am not going to touch this one. There's just way too many moving pieces here. The Knicks were putting up some of the worst efficiency numbers in the NBA, literally as recent as a week ago. Then they come out and beat the life out of Philadelphia. Boston couldn't cover a spread to save their lives. Then in the last 2 games, they went and beat the Nets by 50, and then they beat the Bulls handedly as well. And then on top of that, it's a division rivalry. I mean, I'd lean Knicks. I'd lean New York +7, but I'm probably not going to get involved in this one. Next game, Brooklyn on the road in Minnesota. T-Wolves laying 7.5 points at home here, and the total sitting at 216.5. Let's take a quick look at the spreadsheet, and according to the model, the T-Wolves should blow the Nets out. Final score 119-105 Minnesota. Injury reports, we got nothing. Nobody on the report for Minnesota. T-Wolves should be at full strength, and same goes for Brooklyn. Nobody on the report for Brooklyn either, so both teams at full strength as of right now. Another game where I really don't have any interest in, I think the handicap points towards the Nets here. Minnesota laying a big number on a back-to-back. I mean, you got to think last night's game against the Bucks was the one they had circled on national TV. This one against a shitty Nets team, an Eastern Conference team. Not one of Minnesota's most important games, but coming off a loss concerns me. I mean, if Minnesota had beaten the Bucks, I probably would definitely jump in on the Nets here. The fact that they lost that game, I mean, I'd still lean Brooklyn. I'll say Nets +7.5 or pass, but to be honest, that Magic Pistons under might be my only NBA bet of the night. Like I said, I'm really pumped for the college basketball slate. We got 21 games lined up on the live show. 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. In fact, I got to start getting the graphics ready for that. So yeah, if you're able to make it, would love to see you in the comments. I have 3 guests coming on: Toast, Andy, and Scoop. Going through 21 games. Would love to see you there. It's going to be a great day. If you want my top bets for all sports parlays of the day, or you want to join our Discord, head over to KyleKirms.com. The information is right there on the homepage. Big weekend coming up. Got a huge college basketball Saturday. Then on Sunday, I think we have 11 or 12 NBA games and the NASCAR race. So I'm going to drop another NASCAR video. I know a lot of people want to see another one now that the William Byron pick hit. Disclaimer, I'm probably not going to be able to pick the winner twice in a row, but we'll go for it. So yeah, remember to bet responsibly this weekend, and I'll talk to you in the Discord.